The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. The beginning is the most important part of the work. A good decision is based on knowledge and not on numbers. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when men are afraid of the light. Courage is knowing what not to fear. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. Education is teaching our children to desire the right things. The direction in which education starts a man will determine his future in life. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. Wise men speak because they have something to say, fools because they have to say something. The measure of a man is what he does with power. We are twice armed if we fight with faith. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. The man who makes everything that leads to happiness depend upon himself has adopted the very best plan for living happily. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. Better a little which is well done than a great deal imperfectly. The price good men pay for indifference to public affairs is to be ruled by evil men. He who is not a good servant will not be a good master. To love rightly is to love what is orderly and beautiful. Necessity is the mother of invention. Opinion is the medium between knowledge and ignorance. Apply yourself both now and in the next life. Without effort, you cannot be prosperous. Thinking, the talking of the soul with itself. Do not train a child to learn by force or harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses their minds. He who wishes to serve his country must have not only the power to think, but also the courage to act. The first and best victory is to conquer self. To be conquered by self is, of all things, the most shameful and vile. He who commits injustice is ever made more wretched than he who suffers it. You can discover more about a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation. Justice means minding your own business and not meddling with other men's concerns. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Honesty is, for the most part, less profitable than dishonesty. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. A hero is born among 100. A wise man is found among 1,000, but an accomplished one might not be found even among 100,000 men. We do not learn, and what we call learning is only a process of recollection. The heaviest penalty for declining to rule is to be ruled by someone inferior to yourself. An empty mind is a breeding ground for evil. States are as the men are. They grow out of human characters. Wealth and poverty, one and the same, spring from the state of mind. Justice in the life and conduct of the state is possible only as first it resides in the hearts and souls of the citizens. A wise ruler uses law as a physician uses medicine. The soul takes nothing with her to the next world but her education and culture. A man should live in the present and not in the past. The soul of man is immortal and imperishable. Love is the pursuit of the whole. Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. The highest form of knowledge is empathy. A good life is inspired by love and guided by knowledge. Courage is a kind of salvation. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Ideas are the source of all things. The learning and knowledge that we have is, at the most, but little compared with that of which we are ignorant. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. To prefer evil to good is not in human nature. The price of greatness is responsibility. Which one of these quotes stood out for you? Share with us in the comments section. Subscribe, like, and share this video to at least 3 people you believe will find value in this video.